But why did you have to kill him?
I know you gonna dig this.
Drop! What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Ooh, that sun is bright. So, here I am in a suburb of Montreal. Dude, look at this. Watching me through the fence. I just heard a hiss. You don't hear dogs hissing that often. Look.
Cujo, what's the matter?
That's daunting. Hey, buddy, what's up? Okay. Bonjour. Salut. Au revoir. As I was saying, I don't know what I was saying before the dog hissed at me. So here I am in a suburb of Montreal, and I'm outside of two very, very famous movies. Well, yes. See, the movie The Whole Nine Yards came out like what, 97 or so? Yeah, is that better? Around 97. And The Whole Nine Yards is never going to be somebody's favorite movie, I've discovered. If you say The Whole Nine Yards to somebody, like, have you seen The Whole Nine Yards? Somebody goes, Whole Nine Yards, Whole Nine Yards. Matthew Perry, Bruce Willis. Yeah, I like that movie. That's always a response. Always. People go, The Whole Nine Yards. Amanda Peet. Yeah, Matthew Perry. Oh, yeah. I like that movie. But nobody ever says, Whole Nine Yards, that's my favorite movie of all time. Now somebody's going to write in the comments that it's their favorite movie of all time. It's possible. It's a good movie. It's a funny movie. It is a quintessential 90s movie, that's for sure. I mean, it's Matthew Perry, Bruce Willis, who's 80s, 90s, and timeless, Amanda Peet, Rosanna Arquette, Harlan Williams, Kevin Pollak. Well, who am I missing? I don't know. Everybody. There's a lot of people in that movie. And it takes place in Montreal. The rare movie that's actually filmed in Canada that takes place in Canada. Like, in terms of American films. Oh, there's another one. Look at this guy. And his buddy's right there. Do you watch the channel? I'll give you my card and a sticker. You can put it on your, I don't know, Chien Maison. So anyways, The Whole Nine Yards, if you haven't seen it, anyway, The Whole Nine Yards, if you haven't seen it, it's about a mild-mannered dentist who lives in a house right here. And next door, a mobster, while a hitman moves in for the mob. Hilarity ensues. Their lives become intertwined. Oh, Natasha Henstridge, Matthew Perry, Bruce Willis is married to Natasha Henstridge, the quintessential 90s woman. And he falls in love with Bruce Willis' wife. Bruce Willis falls in love with Matthew Perry's assistant, played by Amanda Peet. Michael Clarke Duncan's in it. Oh, everybody loves Michael. Now that is something we can all get on board with. Everybody loves Michael Clarke Duncan. Rest in peace. So much of the action takes place in these two houses right here. I say about 40% of the movie is filmed right on this street. Let's take a look. So this would be Matthew Perry's house in the film. This was Oz's house. His name was Oz. The great and powerful Oz. Right here. As you can see, it looks exactly the same. Not much has changed. I mean, it's been 23 years, 24 years since they filmed it. Not much at all. Oh, there's a little bulldog watching me in the... Bye-bye, bulldog. Au revoir. Le petit chien. Yeah. So right up here, this would be Bruce Willis's house. The sun is not helping me at all, but I'm gonna get closer, don't worry. And thank you to the people who live in Matthew Perry's character's house, because they were really sweet. I said, oh yeah, go ahead. All for it. They knew all about the history of the house, being in a really, really high grossing film. It was made for about 40 million, and it made over 125 million or something like that, domestic box office. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Now, how much did it make overseas? I don't know, because a lot of big comedies that do well in the States and Canada, together, combined, don't necessarily do well overseas because comedy doesn't translate that well. Comedic films usually tend to do well in their own territories. So that's why big action movies like the Marvel movies, Star Wars and all that, they do huge numbers overseas because it's not comedy. Comedy is very, very cultural based and things like that. So I don't know how much it made overseas, but it was a pretty big hit. That's why there was a sequel called The Whole 10 Yards. Which I don't know what the whole 10 yards would be because we know what the whole 9 yards is. What does the whole 9 yards mean? It means like send in the troops, the aircraft, ground troops, the whole 9 yards. That's what I just read. Also, it means, it can mean like the type of, how many bullets are in the ammo, in the ammo. 27 feet long chain equals the whole 9 yards. Use the whole 9 yards. I don't know. Bruce Willis. And a lot of action takes place right there. Bruce Willis is shown moving in and a lot of stuff right there on that doorstep. Sorry about the sun once again. Now in the film, the bad guys, they come out of there. That door right there. And they sneak their way across the lawn because they're gonna try to whack. They're gonna try to whack Bruce Willis's character. They're gonna whack him off in there. They're gonna whack him in there. What's the saying? I can't get these sayings correct. Yeah, they're gonna whack him off in there. All right.
I'm gonna go! Does this slide? What?
So Patricia Arquette's character would have been watching right from about which way am I going? There. Yeah, with Harlan Williams. And then Harlan Williams gets shot right there. It's too bad. He's a funny guy. He's in Half Baked, another shot in Canada film, shot in Toronto. Bruce Willis' house. Oh, look at that sun. That's brutal. Let's go closer. Just like in the movie, they're right beside each other. And you couldn't have asked for a better place to shoot, really. It's quiet. It's out of the way. Two great looking houses. Sun, stop.
I lent it to my neighbor. He went fishing.
This neighbor. He got a name.
And Bruce Willis would have picked Matthew Perry up of this lawn and taken him for a drive nearer to the beginning of the film. Because he knows that Oz knows who he is. That he is wanted by the mob. They want to get back at him. They want to whack him off. Whack him. Probably didn't come at the best time because of the sun. But yeah, right there. All up and down this street. So much of the film takes place right here.
Huh.
You all right?
Yes.
You sure? Because you look like you got some gas.
Well, I had a hamburger for lunch.
They put mayonnaise on it?
Yes.
Can you tell me why they do that? Every red-blooded American knows that the only condiment you were ever supposed to put on a hamburger is ketchup! Or maybe some of that special sauce you like so much here in Canada, which I think has a little bit of mayonnaise in it, too. But I swear to God, when they start slapping that mayonnaise on there, I could kill somebody.
I really, really didn't want to upset you.
Who's upset? I'm just having a conversation here.
I'm gonna go home.
Okay.
Okay, so there's lots of locations, like for Chicago, then they use some of the bridges here in Montreal. I'm gonna take you to another iconic location from the film. Usually I try to do as many locations as I can. For the whole 9 yards, I thought, well, I've got the two biggest ones, and now I'll do a third one. I always like to do at least 3 if I'm not doing all. And this one's really cool. And I gotta figure out the exact spot. I've only got a couple of things to go by in the background, but I think I figured it out. Well, we're gonna find out together if I figured out the right spot. It's always a hunt. It's never that easy. Especially when this one is like, well, it's just not, I couldn't find any information about it online. These addresses I could easily figure out because of the information online. But the next one I'm going to, I don't know. Let's see if we can find it together. All right, the whole 9 yards. Amanda Peet. Whatever happened to Amanda Peet? She married the creator of Game of Thrones. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Matthew Perry, of course, was on Friends at the time. That's how he got Bruce Willis to appear on Friends. And then Bruce Willis' character on Friends started dating Jennifer Aniston, Rachel. That caused problems for Ross. And then, actually, yeah, he was Ross's girlfriend's father. Yeah, and then he started dating her. Then he cried a lot. And I'm going to show you some funny clips of the film because of the whole 9 yards, because it's got a lot of really funny little scenes. I should have said that already. I probably put them already in already. There's some really funny parts. He throws a beer. My favorite line was when Bruce Willis, unprompted, just says, "I'm from Jersey," and then Matthew Perry says, "New Jersey?" He's so nervous. I like that line for a long time. New Jersey? Yeah. All right, let's go.
I'm from Jersey.
New Jersey?
Yeah, from Jersey.
Okay, so I think I found, I don't know, key scene from whole 9 yards, the whole 9 yards. Shot here, on Montreal, the big, giant volcanic hill in the center of Montreal. I had to walk through the forest to get there. It's where I think it is. And I'm gambling that this is it. I'm pretty sure. Let's find out. She's just as exhausted as I am. Oh God, she's in a class, she's on a bike. How are you allowed to drive a car up here and I'm not? So in this scene, Oz, Matthew Perry's character, is taken for a drive by Bruce Willis, Jimmy the Tulip, and they go to a very scenic outlook overlooking Montreal, on Mount Royal. And they have a discussion. And it's a beautiful, beautiful outlook, and I think I've pinpointed where it is in the city. It's gotta be, what? It's gotta be this. Come on now, if I don't make it, this could be my last film video I ever make. I feel like I'm about to encounter the Donner Party, like along here. It's not that deserted, but it's getting... Stop. Okay, I think it's this way. So this, oh gosh, I think this is it. Wow, it looks, well, I'll see in a minute. Yeah, it's built on a giant, like, extinct volcano from 125 million years ago. And it's a big mountain in the middle. It's a huge park. It's kind of like the central park of Montreal, if you know what I'm saying, if you've been to New York City. It's right in the middle. Everybody comes here. It's vast. It's glorious. It's part of my home and native land. And that guy's bag says Spin Doctor on the back. Want you, Princess kneel before you. That's what I said. Yes, indeed. This is it right here. This is where they filmed those scenes. Right here. This is very cool. All right. These scenes right here. See right here? You're going to see that in a second.
Well, like virtually everything else that's wrong in my life, it all started with the little misses.
So Matthew Perry and Bruce Willis would have been walking along right about here. Right this way. And he buys some flowers. Well, he's about to buy some flowers. He's smelling flowers. His nickname is the Tulip, after all. Right around here somewhere. But they're walking here. And then they walk towards this. Look at that view of the city. And this person sitting here is sitting right where Matthew Perry would have sat, on the ledge, overlooking, exactly right here, because I can see those, well, that's how I knew it was up here, the triangular building. And then I was looking at where Matthew Perry would have been sitting, and I think it's right in front of that building right there. Yeah, they had their discussion right here, because you can tell, because you can see that circular building behind Matthew Perry while he's sitting right about here, and that square building. They've been here a long time. Now the skyline's changed quite a bit, a lot more buildings, but relatively the same. Like I said, that triangular building, that circular building, that's it. Right there. All right, I'm sitting right where Matthew Perry sat. That's it. Okay, I did the whole 9 yards. I did about 3 yards of the whole 9 yards. I think I did about 4 to 5 yards of the whole 9 yards. I got close to the whole 9 yards. Majority of it set on that street, and then here. And then some in Chicago, various points. Well, some of the Port of Montreal at the end. Some in Old Montreal where it's dentist offices and things like that. Came close enough. It's good. I'm happy. Are you? I hope so. Peace out. I'm not jumping over. Although it's not that far. A beautiful view that was. 1, 2. Princess kneel before you. That's what I said now. Princess, you adore you. Just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pockets. And that's on bread now. This one, he wants to buy you rockets. And go ahead now. There it is. Got it. Nailed it.